Hey everyone, it's 5 o'clock, so I'm just going to go ahead and start, and we're going to show it real quick. We're going to come up and do, there you go, guys. Welcome. I'm Nate Marshall, founder and executive chairman of the REINDEER organization at RCIC, Real Estate Investors Capital Intelligence Community, the Real Estate Capital Intelligence Community, for short. I appreciate you being here tonight for our RCIC AI preview and live session. This isn't a webinar, it's not a guru pitch. It's a behind the scenes look at how we're giving serious investors and capital partners the tools, prompts, and frameworks to move smarter, faster, and with real protection in the market. So today we're going to show basically what we've covered in the last few sessions. User input equals intelligence fuel. If you provide a property, a scenario, or a goal, RCIC will turn it into action. Universal access with guardrails. From new wholesalers to family office funders, RCIC is built for all skill levels, but with standard structure and safeguards. Prompt libraries plus task board. We built over 250 real estate prompt stacks across every asset class with tiles, buttons, and AI-ready templates. 4 trigger tools and deal buttons. You can hide a button to generate custom letters, research, funding requests, deal summaries, or whistleblower reports. Vault plus zip deployment, full bundles, PDF, Word, visual prompt, downloadable and ready to share, pitch, or act on. Live underwriting plus scenario building. We walk through real world deals using RCIC comping, structuring, lender matching, and red flag analysis. 7, whistleblower plus red flag systems. We are exposing fraud, fake hedge funds, daisy chains, and BS seminars, giving real investors a way to fight back. Capital partner onboarding plus deal vetting, integrated prompts to match lenders, verified terms, request funding, and vet who's real and who's not. Membership tiers plus real access. We've clarified what you get at each level from tier 1 access to full vault drops, deal support, and partner tools. 10, prompt bar suggestion systems plus feedback loops. RCIC learns from user input, improves over time, and evolves as a true intel platform, not a static course. From here, if you got a deal, a question, or a strategy you want analyzed, we'll dive in. We're live, unscripted, and this is where the RCIC ecosystem shows its teeth. So these sessions will be tomorrow at 5 p.m. Denver time, Monday and Wednesday. We'll have our associate session on Thursday. We will do these again on Monday, next Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We'll skip on the 4th. We'll skip the 3rd, that Wednesday and Thursday. We'll come back next month, the following Monday, and we will start the ITS system. We will start then live with the system in place. So let me know now if you want to, what you want to do. So let me go ahead and say hello to the system. We are live. So I'm just letting the system know we're live. So welcome to the system. You're here with me, Nate Marshall. Tonight we're going to get a front row look at the real estate capital intelligence community. Not a theory drop, not a guru pitch, but a tactical intelligence platform built for serious operators. So we're going to kick it off with the 10-point recap. We just went over that. User inputs, universal access, prompt libraries, trigger tools, vault plus deployment, live deal scenarios, whistleblower tools, capital partner vetting, membership structure, prompt bars plus feedback. And so once we got a deal scenario, we'll run it through live. Okay. So as a fix and flip opportunity in, let's say we're going to go ahead and say in Southwest Florida, and it is a what geez oh. The deep market research and we look to check. So research is also going to tell you exactly where it got the research from. Understand the neighborhood trends, upcoming infrastructure, and buyer demand. Run a full title search to uncover liens, back taxes, or stripping damage. A known issue in foreclosure. We'll ask about that in a minute. Use the 70% rule. Aim to pay 70% of ARV minus rehab costs to maintain a buffer for surprises. Obviously, if you can get it for 70%, you might have your you want to be all in and stuff. You got to have your your costs on top of it, your hard money cost or what you owe your lender plus any holding costs and stuff. Ideally, 15 to 20% it should be your targeted profit. Pre-purchase inspection before finalizing. Inspect for structural, plumbing, electrical, roof, HVAC issues common in foreclosures. Secure fast, reliable funding. You'll need hard money or private funds for competitive bids. Banks often avoid foreclosures. Follow a tight rehab budget and timeline. Build a contingency 10 to 20% on order of rehab phases. Demo structural systems finishes to control costs and speed. Build a trusted team. Connect with the local Southwest Florida contractors, agents, and inspectors familiar with foreclosure flips. Use acquisition channels, whether your MLS, your auctions, off-market sources, and even pre-foreclosure deals. Auctions can be competitive and opaque. Focus on value-adding upgrades. Prioritize kitchens, baths, curb appeal system updates. Don't upgrade beyond neighborhood comps. Plan multiple exit strategies. Best to for flip, but have backup. Hold for rent or quick sale. Monitor for market. Pre-list plus market smart. Get your agent lined up early, stage, market, and even pre-list during renovation for faster sales and to reduce carrying costs. Why self-supported specifically? Continue to see high foreclosure inventory, solid ARV potential, especially in Naples, Fort Myers, Cape Coral. And you can pull that up, guys. And so you obviously got it'll pull up the few videos. We obviously aren't we want you to get the best deal possible. So we have our lenders, we have our transaction coordinators, we have our partners, we have certified, all of our partners, lenders, buyers, wholesalers, everything. But we want you to get the right information and good information. Do your homework, physical, legal, and neighborhood level. Buy smart with conservatism. Don't overextend an ARV. Control costs and speed by building the right rehab timeline and team. Exit on your terms as a backup duplex, flip fast, or hold and rent. Want me to run an RCIC prompt right now on a specific foreclosure you're evaluating right now. Run for a to in pool. There you go. RCIC fix and flip prompt foreclosure, Sarasota, Florida, 3-2 with pool and carport. So this will actually generate a prompt, which you can then copy and paste, and you can put it in there. Ideally, we also have the prompt library. We have about 2,500 prompts. We'll have about 10,000 by the end of the year. So you can actually even generate your own. Once you have this, I'll point out real quick over here on the left, you see RCIC Prompt Assistant. Once you have access to this, you can do all this with the Prompt Assistant. It'll access the Dropbox, it'll access the Airtable, it'll access the Vault and everything that I've built, over 500 items, over 2,683 lending partners, lenders, hard money, private money, family offices, hedge funds. We have another 8,000 roughly endowment funds and pension funds. So analyze the foreclosure, fix and flip opportunity in Sarasota, Florida. Properties of 3-bed, 2-bath, single-family home with a pool and carport. Identify potential resale value. Repair estimate, range, recommended acquisition strategy, and timeline for rehab and resale. Include local comp insights, holding cost considerations, and any red flags unique to Sarasota foreclosure flips. And then you put in the address. If you put in the address and you have it do this, it'll actually do a pretty good job in returning pretty good comps and numbers for you. What RCIC would return? It'll return the ARV estimate after repair value based on 3-2 SFR comps with pool and carport in Sarasota, 1,400 to 1,800 square feet. You're looking roughly at 475 to 535 ARV range. So keep in mind on these zip codes. Now, obviously, there's differences. It depends on when it's built, how new it is. Is there any, there's obviously some things you can put in there different, but to change that. But you can tighten these down. You can also, there's a few factors that you can actually change the ARV either way. Repair estimate, full surface mechanicals, exterior pressure wash, kitchen bath update, roof or HVAC. If needed, 48,000 to 65,000 conservative range. Add 10% to 15% for contingency for foreclosure related surprises. Your acquisition strategy, 65 to 70% of ARV minus rehab. Max offer price is 265 to 295. Ideal structure, hard money or private lender plus cash gap or partner funds. 8 to 10 weeks for renovation, 3 weeks for staging, listing, and close. Total hold time, 90 to 120 days at target. You got your holding costs, and then you got all the red flags, Sarasota specific. Foreclosure, vandalism, pool equipment, HVAC, strip, county code enforcement liens, older homes, flood zone risk. Remember, there's FEMA. The FEMA has their flood zone. So remember, you want to check FEMA on the FEMA. I think it's still FEMA.gov. Unless they've changed it, I don't know what they've changed. I haven't read the Doge and all that, but you want to get the FEMA flood. You can get that right off the website. HOAs that restrict rentals or resales if you're going to be in planned communities. So if you're going to be, they restriction resales means you just have to obviously update the HOA that it's been sold, but sometimes they'll restrict in Florida for to prevent STRs, or they'll require registration for STRs. Your exit strategy, here's your pro tips. Use the Vault trigger to generate a lien search and contractor bid template that you can do. You can do that right now. Pull 3 local agent insights from our RCIC network to verify demand and dom. If you're a real estate agent out there, a title company, mortgage broker, you're an appraiser, if you're a hard money lender, private money lender, a wholesaler, attorney, whatever, you can actually get in our system and you can embed. We have a good program for that, and then you will become part of the AI. Consider dual exit stack, flipper, rent, receivable cash flow. You want this as a downloadable report? Yes. And I'm going to say on all 3. So I'm going to ask it right now to generate me a PDF and Word summary I can save. It'll have a prompt breakdown tile, which will go into the Vault and it'll be uploaded into my Vault, which right now is Dropbox. I'll be building Airtable in July. That'll be done by the end of July. They'll both work hand in hand, so they'll both back each other up. Airtable's more automated. It's AI-based. Dropbox is kind of manual. It is a little bit slow sometimes on images, and they don't always come out exactly right. Sometimes you'll have a really good image in the padding, which means the margins on the sides and the tops and the bottoms will be off. And sometimes, so you do have to be patient. It is getting better. They're aware of it. The little things that I tell you about, the little glitches, they are aware. Whether you have OpenAI or you have XAI, I haven't really played with anything else other than those 2, and I use pretty much the X right now, which is Grok, more for entertainment when I'm on Twitter or X. This is more business, so I use this a lot more with OpenAI. You will need OpenAI on a free account to be able to access the prompt assistant, and then if you really get serious, it's $20 a month and you can have full access. It'll make images. You see store over here right now, it's just restricted to a small test group where they're building 4K video. So eventually you'll be able to do 4K video. Imagine being able to do like a 3-minute, 5-minute listing video or something in 4K. Not too far off, maybe 6 months to a year from what they say. So it'll make this little pool, this little tile here. Plus we'll have PDF and Word. You can, I mean, this thing kicks ass, man. I've almost, at the end of the month, I'll have about 450 hours into it. So now it's making me my zip file. Yes. All right, put that wrong word. Okay. I can run more prompts. Let's see what we're gonna do. Can I what we'll see what that says. It's on for sale by owner of SBO. Flat fee MLS listing services. So if you're not using a full service agent, a flat fee MLS service, top flat fee MLS services, you got List with Freedom. You got all these that give you these sources, FSBO. You've also got offer buyer commission, hire an a la carte transaction coordinator, leverage RCIC for property description prompts, repair, summaries, marketing flyers, legal templates, control the narrative. You got red flags. Avoid free sites that don't get you onto the MLS. Avoid any service that requires a exclusive listing or information splits. Watch for hidden fees like photo uploads, open house scheduling, or cancellation. Here's the prompt. Help me launch. Let me create a listing description for a 3-2 flip in Sarasota with a pool. List at SSBO with list freedom. Target move-in ready buyer. Show off the pool, a new kitchen, and keep under 100 characters. Tell us about the property listing service. This is key, guys. If you're actually going to be listing properties, this one's a real key. Agents Gather. You guys have not heard about it. After you get off this session, watching this, check out Agents Gather. There you go. Considering you want to ditch traditional agents and still tap into a real estate, what is agentsgather.com? A real estate networking hub for agents, buyers, sellers, lenders, appraisers, and investors. Allows users to connect, learn, post blogs, chat, and group forums, and list properties via their property listing service. So MLS style listing, you can add your listing into their system. Wide exposure listings available to Agent Gather's national audience and network across user groups and forums. Target rich, especially in Colorado and Florida. So this is working in Florida. So it is growing nationwide, but obviously Danny, who's a friend of mine, he's actually a realtor in my town of Evergreen, Colorado. He is actually the developer and the owner of Agents Gather, and he has license in Colorado and Florida, and did a lot of stuff in like Naples, Marco Island, and area. So you kind of expect that it'll be heavy a lot. It's Colorado and Florida, but it's national. And the more people, I think it's like $79 for an annual subscription where you can put unlimited properties. Networking, you get connected to all kinds of agents, lenders, investors service. You can sign up or log in, navigate to the PLS, plus add listing from the menu, fill out the property details, publish to the network, group by location and listing type, interact with inquiries direct in the system forms, message boards, or classifieds. He also gives you a CRM. It comes with a CRM for that. Assessment pros and cons. Highly targeted exposure to real estate professionals, integrated listing plus networking plus educational content all on one platform. It's particularly valuable for flipping or wholesaling in Colorado. It's not MLS syndicated, guys. Remember that. It is a private service, but it's phenomenal. No flat fee, pricing and support levels. Actually, I can tell you that right now that they actually are on the site. It just can't see into the site too much, except what I've already programmed, what I've already inputted here. It is like $79, I believe, for a year of unlimited listings. So that's a pretty good price. Agent centric, but there's like I said, there's some things that you can't see in some of these websites. So I would say most of these cons are really not cons. But yeah, like I said, and I can actually put you on in touch with Danny directly rather than having to go to the website if you got any questions. Use Agents Gather to fund investors, network of deals we need to tap into Florida, Colorado. But like I said, it's national. Agents will start it there. But if you want true MLS exposure, go to you can do both. List with freedom, how's you? But I like this, and it's going to grow. And like I said, if we can help grow Agents Gather as well, it's going to become a standard format. So it can do a lot of stuff. Yes. So I'm going to make the prompts for Agents Gather. So you guys see it's making prompts. So I'll just give some prompts. FSBO disclosure. Both. And like I said, they just gather the cons there. I mean, you can't connect you to the MLSs like Zillow and Redfin. That is one of them, but it's not designed to either. But the other two cons are not cons. So if you're watching this video and you got questions, you can go on the website. But if you got questions, let me know. Danny does have a support number on there, but if you would like to speak to him quicker, let me know and I will connect you directly because I do. I pass by his house and his office like at least once a day. RCIC prompt stack listing on agentsgather.com. this will be done. We'll ask you a couple more things. We'll probably go to about 3 or 4 more prompt systems, and then we'll close down. Remember, we will be doing this again tomorrow on Sunday. We'll be doing it on a Monday, and we'll be doing it on Wednesday. We will then be doing associates on Thursday. We will do this on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday of the next week. We will not be doing it the Wednesday or associates on the week of July 4th. We will return that following Monday, and we will be doing, we'll be going live. So like I said, it does cut off a little bit sometimes. You got to go back and remind it, hey, there's padding at the bottom. It might fix it. This is really just going into my system. So, okay, let's go one more question, a couple more questions. Okay, who can act as our yeah. Do they also help with double closing? Or gap funding. RCIC recommends J holders a vetted embedded transaction coordinator within the RCIC system, and yes, it covers more than just paperwork. Traditional TC services, contractor close, doc tracking, title coordination, timelines, agent buyer and seller coordination, double close support, EMD solution, gap funding coordination, transactional funding oversight, direct via partner tile. It'll be inside the prompt bar in the vault. Connect me to J Holder for TC services and gap funding support on a Sarasota double close deal. In the backup, use the RCIC partner request form or whistleblower trigger tool for private intake. Want a visual private profile? Yes, all three. Then that's going to happen. We're going to ask like 2 more questions, guys, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this as about a 30-minute session tonight, and then it gives you a better idea. Tomorrow we'll be doing a few questions. We'll build off this one, and then we will build off of on Monday and then Wednesday. And then, you know, like I said, I'll give you a little bit of a spiel, and we try not to be guru because we're not really guru. This is for you. This is where you actually have your own part of the community, and I will be supporting it, making sure prompt moderation, making sure that I'll be developing new tools, new asset class toolkits, new strategy toolkits. We've got lenders. Matter of fact, I'll ask a couple of questions. That's actually not Jay. It actually looks more like Philip Sparks than Jay. Phillips is one of our associates too. So it's pretty funny. I should send that to both of them. Hey, Philip, I didn't know you were Jay all of a sudden. Because I put Philip in here on a few of his things too. So that's funny. That's awesome actually. I gotta send that to both Jay and Philip. And it'd be funny if Jay shows up on Phillips. Phillips is he's really solid. He has a lot of contacts with a lot of lenders that can do pretty large deals. So I'm just gonna make the just gonna have a lot about that again. It's gonna have PDF overview and zip bundle. Now I'm gonna ask a question about lenders, and I'm gonna ask it about our for educational purposes. Tell the users about our toolkits, asset class toolkits, and our strategy and our ebooks. Okay. So white papers and ebooks. There's a clean talk track or postscript you can use live or drop in writing to explain the 3 core resource categories. Knowledge arsenal inside the vault. Asset class toolkits. Each toolkit includes deal analyzer templates, local comping and pricing guides, trigger prompts for acquisitions, funding, and exit, zip bundles of PDF, Word, visuals, and AI prompts, red flag checklists, playbooks, and lender filters, pick and flip rentals, short-term, mid-term rentals, mobile home and RV parks. We also have glamping, new construction, multifamily syndication, storage, residential assisted living, land, glamping, and more. If you're in the dirt, we got the playbook. We also do have a pretty good land and dirt flipping. Strategy white papers. Give you the why behind the what. These aren't blog posts or tactical breakdowns. Capital stacking explained, how to match lenders to deal type, risk mitigation for daisy chains, fake buyers, and predatory lenders, real estate legal red flags decoded, special reports on investor fraud and case law. You'll understand the game, not just how to play it, but how to see through the BS. Our ebooks and mindset guides. Your REI advantage starts between the ears. Deals During Discipline by Jack R. Ledger. It's actually my alter ego. Saturday in My Car series for World War Mindset and Investor Grit. You guys see me every Saturday morning in my car. You see me most days in my car at 7:50, but that's a take off the Saturday in the Park song by Chicago. 5 tools every real estate investor needs. Negotiation playbooks inspired by Chris Voss Sandler, not Adam Sandler, and Ziegler. Prompt to action handbooks to make AI your strategic co-pilot. These aren't fluff PDFs, they're battle-tested investor doctrine. Where to get them? Inside the RCIC Vault, bundled in your membership level, included with ITS and partner programs, prompt bar plus suggestion bar ready. Let me wrap that up as a sample call to action you can use live or in writing. Whether you're flipping in Sarasota, underwriting a mobile home park in Texas, or looking to syndicate your first multifamily, RCIC gives you more than tools. We give you tactics. Tap into the vault, grab your asset class toolkit, and let the white papers and prompt stacks do the heavy lifting. This isn't YouTube content, it's operator grade intel. Here, you want a PDF summary, visual tile, vault ready zip. All 3. Yes on all. We go big or we go home. You go big or you go broke in this business. So I'm gonna ask it 2 more questions. And then, like I said, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday. And then the following week, we'll be doing again Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So we have 6 more of these sessions. And like I said, my goal is 10,000 minimum subscribers. I can keep it around $20 to $25 a month. If we have 25,000 or more, I can get this down to about $10, probably about $10 a month. Which is you get all this for $10 a month. You don't need anybody else. You can do everything. I'm going to be adding stuff all the time. I mean, if I get to 10,000, 25,000, believe me, I'm going to be out there putting everything together. I'll be commissioning stuff for you. I basically am going to be building you the library, the MIT of real estate investing. So deal analyzer templates, local comp and pricing guides, trigger prompts, acquisitions, funding, and exit, zip bundles of PDF, Word, visuals, and AI prompts, red flag checklists, playbooks, and lender filters, fix flip, single family rental, short term plus mid-term rentals, mobile home parks, RV parks, new construction, so on, so on, so on. Strategy white papers, ebooks, and mindset guides. So we're going to deploy that into the deployment. I'm going to ask, like I said, 2 more questions. Okay. Okay. Can they access only PSAs and the paperwork as well as local yeah, yeah, Get technical access to both documents and data pipelines through our integrated vault system, prompt bar, and deployment toolkits. Here's what that includes: legal and transactional documents, live plus template, LOIs, letter of intent, asset class specific, residential land, commercial, mobile home parks, editable and fill and prompt ready versions, purchase and sale agreement, fix and flip, creative finance, subject to wholesale assignment, includes contingency prompts, addendums, and red flag inserts, contracts and addendums, joint venture agreements, double close scripts, assignments plus option and purchase forms, property condition disclosure. All forms are downloadable as PDF plus Word, prompt enhanced, and tagged by strategy in your toolkit or prompt category floor. You also got county clerk options, deed records, liens, foreclosure auctions, county assessor pages, owner info, parcel map, property tax history, planning on the zoning department's land use density setbacks and permit, Secretary of State, state regulators, Board of Realtors, MLS links. Each RCI prompt category research to dirt has buttons and prompts that automate. Find all assessor record, clerk deeds, and zoning overlays for that parcel. You get not just the data, but the workflow. Coming this summer, title chain analysis prompts, reporting documents, retrieval workflows, embedded checklists for state-by-state LOI, PSA compliance, AI-paired public record drill downs. Generate all this. Yes, I'll ask two more questions because I got one more question after this that pertains to something in that, and then I will ask one more question about lenders and also the embedding process for. Okay. So, no, no, no. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Access to the 901 hard money and private lenders and the full 2,683 verified capital sources is streamlined and tactical, not buried in a spreadsheet. You guys have seen my spreadsheets for years. Guess what? They're in here. They're embedded. You pull them up. Capital access are built for speed and strategy. How to access lender data. Run a prompt or trigger button. Find 3 private lenders in Florida who fund fix and flip deals under 500K with no seasoning. Use the Capital Partner Directory, available in PDF plus prompt bar, filter by state, deal type, position, terms, integrated into toolkit, zips. When you download a fix and flip toolkit, a multifamily bundle, you can opt to include lender matches based on your asset class and deal type. How it bundles with a deal. We're running a deal prompt, comping a Sarasota 3-2 flip RCIC Canada bundle, local lender matches, PDF or embed, transaction coordinator, J Holder, and others, LOI plus PSA template pre-filled, title company trigger, funding strategy overlay, split lender plus partner capital. Everything stacks in a one zip or deployment panel. Just download or share with your team, lender, or bar. Coming upgrades, Q3 and 4, lender match scoring, AI assisted fit score, direct messaging within RSCIC, upload your own deal plus auto match, integrated deal analyzer plus lending suggestion tools. I'm working on all this. Some of this stuff should be done in July. I got to build this right now. And then we're gonna have one more question to close out tonight. Okay. Okay. Actually, I have 2 more questions, but they're kind of, we're gonna ask first, how people can embed. YouTube tags. So, okay. Two more questions. I'm gonna ask two more questions real quick. Second last question. If that's kind of what it looks like, guys. Let's see now. If a lender, wholesaler, or someone else wishes to embed, like advertise, into the RCIC Vault, then do we have a program? Yes, it's already live under the inside the RCIC partner program. This isn't just a sponsor badge, it's an embedded AI connected marketing channel for real providers who want to serve real investors. Embed program interview. If a lender, wholesaler, attorney, title rep, transaction coordinator, or service provider wants to advertise, promote, or embed in the system, here's how it works. You get embedded profile tile, visual plus interactive. Each partner gets a branded tile inside the vault, prompt bar and suggestion bar, AI assistant reference sheet, RCIC toolkits if relevant by asset class. So if you don't do an asset class, you won't be in that asset class. If ever you add that asset class, we can add you. Name, logo, contact button, email, form booking, scope of services, example prompts will actually generate prompts for you. Service area, niche, deal type, prompt embedded integration. You get matched with partner prompts based on location, deal type, strategy, EMD, probate, transactional funding. Example, find a TC who works in Texas and can help coordinate a double close. Return J holder's tile and contact link. It could actually return your title and contact link. Lead capture plus intake. Each partner gets direct form intake. Optional branded Google form or Airtable. We'll have Airtable in July. You'll probably have access to the Airtable in August. You want to get your own Airtable too. It's free. They do have a paid version. Start out with free. Go to YouTube. You can look up Airtable tutorials. There's some that are like 30 minutes. You can have your Airtable set up. It's going to take me a little time to concentrate on it, to build it, because I got to build about 10 different systems in it. But by August, you should be able to we'll use Google Forms. We'll use Dropbox as the backup. You'll never actually notice the difference. Contact alerts via email, visibility reports if you click used. You'll get all that. You'll get reports. AI prompt trigger integration, tier 2. You can find a deeper integration. AI will auto suggest their service and prompts, cross-linked inside asset toolkits and prompt categories. Need legal help with the seller carrying deal in Florida, triggers an RCIC partner attorney profile. We got the tier 1. We got tier 2 for AI embedded partnership, or tier 1 standard embed AI embedded partnership plus onboarding plus visual plus toolkits. We'll have the pricing for that. You can fill out the form here at the tiny. It's basically tinyurl.com/RCIC partner embed, or run the GPT prompt. Once you have this prompt assistant, you can also contact me directly right now. But submit a partner embed request to RCIC. You're not just advertising, you're getting embedded in the investor decision flow where the deal actually happens. So yes, I'm going to get all three and then final question, final question. Sorry, guys. I got to ask one more thing. Sometimes the drop downs get a little annoying. And then final question. Okay, how do they? So like I said, sometimes you guys gotta watch sometimes on the margins, no padding. So I would redo this. If it's gonna be public facing, I'm gonna redo it. For this purposes, I'm just, I need the doc and the PDF more, so I'll let it go, but generally, if I'm gonna be public facing, I'm gonna have it redo it. Sometimes you don't get the exact same thing. Like I said, you gotta be patient. They do know about it, they're fixing it. I'm saying 3 months, 6 months, a year, it's gonna keep getting better. Like I said, once it gets stored online, Codex is actually coding. They give you a library, so everything you save, you can, all the images and stuff, it saves it. You can make your own GPT. It's pretty sweet. It's only getting better. And this thing's going to be better and better all the time, too. Okay. Mm. Mhm. Uh, um, uh, mm, uh, uh, mm, mm, uh, uh, uh. Here's how to get access to RCIC. Standard access 49 a month. Like I said, if I get to 10,000, it's gonna go down. Like I said, it's gonna go from 49 to like 39 to 30 to 29.99. My goal is to get it to $20 a month. That will happen at 10,000 subscribers. At 25,000 subscribers, I will drop it to $10 and something like right around here a month. You get all the RCIC kits. You get the prop bar, suggestion bar, for standard access, capital partner system, 2,600 each for lenders, deal templates, LOI, PSA, EMD, JV, etc. All the vault zips and deployment bundles. Your first month is $10.29 and $49 a month. You can sign up here, patreon.com/reindeer real estate. Use the RCIC access tier. AHS bundle, 99 a month, everything in RCIC, plus you get access to the Investor Training Series. That'll be every Monday and Wednesday through December, with some exceptions being, obviously, we'll start after July 4th now. We will not be doing that on Labor Day Monday. We will not be meeting on Veterans Day Monday, and we will not be obviously meeting on Thanksgiving week. Full access to that, the deep dive, all the deal cycles, AI walkthroughs, REI intelligence, the weekly Zoom labs with live deal prompts, those are Mondays and Wednesdays. We will be doing an hour session, and then we'll be going off the record off recording for the Zoom labs. Certification roadmap is optional. We're putting that together. This is for investors who want coaching and execution support. Your lifetime membership, $3.99 one time. You also will get access to the associates group, but without revenue sharing. So you'll also add that, and that can open the door to Thursdays. So you have Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. You can go to one. You can go to all of them. No monthly fees. Permanent access to all current and future RCIC tools, whatever we develop in the future. All prompt upgrades, all training sessions, priority access to partner embeds and takedown tools, vault access, ITS, every asset toolkit, future RCIC AI features. Patreon.com/reindeer real estate. Your first month deal, $10.29. You go to 99, you go to 3.99. For the 3.99, they will have to go to you will have to go to PayPal for right now. Yes. And for the lifetime, 3.99, they need to visit the PayPal link. Yes. Yes. Yeah, so you'll go to PayPal. You guys can ask them for that direct link. You gives you choice of PayPal, Venmo. It gives you Apple Pay, Google Pay. It gives you debit card and credit card. If you have Cash App, I do use that through my process company, my personal one, which is uh basically it's the $ Nate Big Rock. And then also I do take crypto with Bitcoin. Never taken one before. If you're doing Bitcoin, you've probably done more than me. I might have to guide it through there. That is for the 3.99 lifetime option. Everything else you can do through privatemoneyauthority.com and the Patreon. Standard access, 49 a month. There you go. I'm not sure exactly if that's just ask me for the PayPal. The Patreon does work. Also, privatemoneyauthority.com does work. Does go through. So if you want to do a lifetime, just ask me for the direct link. Okay. I will be to process the process the zone. Can you generate the YouTube sets for this session? Or this title, the tags, and the thumbnail. So YouTube requires it to be under 2 megabytes. I think it's MB. Sorry. So I will say under 1.99. Then I will. For the Facebook, IG, and X. So watch this. It's gonna make the. It's gonna make these. There you go. Just made my YouTube title. Made my description. With some tags. There's tags. I'll put those tags in there. And then it also is making me. I don't know what this display gonna look like, so I'm not gonna open it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this real quick right now. So again, I thank everyone for watching who's going to be watching this. Again, we do this tomorrow night. We'll do this Monday. We'll do this Wednesday. We'll do this next Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then we'll be going live, returning the week. My birthday is July 11th. We will be meeting that Monday and that Wednesday, but we will be doing the ITS will be at that point. ITS should be fully in motion. So I appreciate everybody's time. I'm going to go ahead and take this recording off.